If your ink's too slow and your nib won't flow, here's one of the places that you can go. Larry is here to see you through with Mr. Announcer and Cubby too. It's Larry's Fountain Pen Reviews.
Hi folks, Larry here and welcome to my fountain pen review. Now this pen's already been reviewed all over the place. All kinds of viewers have been talking about this pen. All kinds of reviews have been said about this pen. So it's been covered from A to Z, up, down, sideways. So there's not much more I can tell you, but just my thoughts about the pen. And maybe give you a little bit more information about the people behind the pen. Well, we know it's made in China, right? All right. Due to the COVID-19 and Chinese Spring New Year, they're telling me, many of the factories have not had enough laborers to be able to work to keep up with the demand of this pen. It's a very popular pen. And as one can see, when I did my Zoom and talked about this pen, it went boom, like ants all over the place. Everybody got in on it. So I had to wait till mine got here because I ordered 2 pens. They do not have, or at the time they did not have, enough quantity of this pen present to meet the demand that came out for this pen. It was totally unexpected. But when I was talking to the lady herself, which we communicated back and forth continuously, I told her, if the pen is good as you say it is, then this pen's going to be flying off the walls, and which it did. Now, they have a rainbow that does not have a medium nib. They call it the rainbow. I guess we're talking about the same pen. It's only available, that particular pen, when it comes out, or if it's out already, extra fine, and a bent nib. Because they're coming out with other pens as well, and I believe some of them are already out. It took me a while to get this review done. I had to wait because I was waiting for another pen with the pen I ordered. And then I have to do my thing and checking out the pen before I just get on here and blow everybody away. This pen is magnificent, because I don't know if it's magnificent until I actually use the pen. And it may take me up to a week, sometimes 2 weeks, to make sure that I know, that I feel comfortable in letting you know how this pen feels, writes, looks, acts. Now the Asvine, we're going to go in the heart of this pen. It's family-owned business which has been in the fountain pen industry for more than over 20 years now. The Asvine has been a produced fountain pen from OEM and individual customization. Having started selling fountain pens online in the past years, recent years, they're saying, and after knowing their customers needed and concerns of what they were talking about, they decided to launch their own brand to meet those customers' expectations. So when this pen, folks, came out, they're communicating with people, getting their input, likes and dislikes, their concerns, the needs, and they actually listen to the people, which is good. Great customer service right there. Great, excellent, I like that. So they set out to meet the customer's expectations. So a big thumbs up to you guys for listening to the people. The people have spoken, you listened, and you came out with this awesome fountain pen that you've been hearing and seeing all over the place. After 2 years of preparation, the Asvine launched the V169 vacuum fountain pen, and it's called the water drop skeleton. So let's go on down here, and we're going to look at these pens, and we're just going to focus on these pens right now. Here we go. They come in a box like this, which you've already seen, so I'm not even going to go over it. But this one on the back is a medium nib, and this one is going to be a fine nib. Okay? I ordered both. And it comes in a little plastic pen case with a name on top and a nice sturdy foam inside the pen case to hold it securely so it won't jump around during when it's mailed out. Not going to get chipped, not going to get busted, broken, it's not going to get nothing. It's going to stay put right in place, right where you see it. So, and beautiful colors, and it does come with the manual that will tell you everything about you need to know. And again, you've already heard this, so there's no need for me to go over this. It's been entered over 100 times, so I'm sure you're bored of hearing that. So let's take these out, and we're going to place them down. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful, Mr. Announcer?
Oh, yes.
This is one good-looking fountain pen. In the story, Asvine, you kicked it on this one. Great job. Great job. And let's take the other one out. There's the blue one. They did an amazing job, my friends. You got to give credit where credit's due, and these people blew it out of the water. Why did they blow it out of the water? Because they listened to people. They listened to the people that wanted to buy pens, reliable pens. They wanted to buy pens that aren't going to fall apart. They're going to not only look amazing, but write amazing, but they are amazing. So that's why you're seeing these pens now. Plus more are either out by now or coming out. Let's get a good look at these beautiful fountain pens. So, during this period process, such as the material selection, the late process engraving, hollowing, manual polishing, constant assembly, testing, and corrections, thousands of pens have been scrapped. And we're talking thousands of pens. Because one after another, they weren't meeting that quality control. They weren't meeting Asvine's expectations. And Asvine expectations are set high. They have to make and produce quality fountain pens that will attract people, that people will buy. If not, then their livelihood goes under. So they did a lot of thinking, a lot of research, a lot of talking, a lot of trials until they finally got what they were looking for. They just wanted to present the perfect product to their customers. And I believe they've done that. The skeleton is cut out from a solid tube of brass that requires more than 30 manual operations to reach that final base of the design. So the surface of the skeleton are treated in chrome coating. The overlay is combined with a transparent acrylic so that you, the consumer, the customer, can watch the ink flowing through the clear acrylic body, which is awesome. And some people have gotten the gold ones, I think. Didn't I forgot who got the gold one. Was it Doc? Somebody did. So that is a story about the Asvine family-owned business. The gold-colored one I was talking about, and I think Doc Joe got that one. I think he got two of them. Was electroplated with 24K gold. What kind of material will you wash this pen? I asked. because I wanted to ask these questions. The answer was, it will not fade if you do not use chemical liquids. I just use soap and water. Mine come out just fine, no problems whatsoever. Been doing that for years, and I'll continue doing that for years. The pen is really beautiful, and it is very, very well polished, as it is the first pen for Asvine. We offer it at a very low price. I mean, as low as you can go. This pen is more than affordable. It's almost a giveaway at the price they were selling it. They do not expect to earn any money on this pen whatsoever. And there's a reason and a purpose for that. We want the customers to know our pens. That is the purpose. So that's why these pens are so low, what, 36, 37 bucks? Unheard of. I mean, unheard of for this kind of pen. But the Asvine family said, we have to make the people aware that we're not just pen makers, but we listen to people. We want the people to know that our pens are quality pens, not just everyday made factory and out the door they go and you have all these problems, leaks, nibs, no good, blah, blah, blah. So they do their own quality control and they check these pens. They want to make sure these pens are perfect. They want to make sure that you're happy, 1,000% happy. So they're putting their heart and soul in it. They're putting their name on the line. That's why they work so hard to produce the pens they have now, today, as you're seeing them. Many customers are concerned about how the pen writes. Does it write smoothly? Or will it leak when you carry it? So they have spent lots of time to test and ensure that they meet people's expectations. So by now all these reviewers should know by now that they have met these expectations, and the customers that have bought these pens should feel the same thing. I've had no problems with them, none whatsoever. I already inked them up, and I washed them out after I inked them, tried another ink, washed it out, and then I'll ink them up here in a minute and write with them. Then we're done. So, she was telling me they have a mini nib for the Hogan, or how do you pronounce it?
Hongdian.
Hongdian. Excuse me for butchering that. Forest, it's called. And that may be available in about 3 months. So this is what's going on with this beautiful pen. So I think I've really said about enough I need to say about this pen, because I think the pen will speak for itself, plus all the reviews that have been done on it, plus all the customers that have purchased this pen. And like I said, they could not keep up with the demand of this pen. What does that tell you? 36, 37 bucks for a pen like this? Unheard of. I believe these pens are easily 129, 150 bucks. Beautiful, stunning, good-looking fountain pens. So, let's get to inking these little babies up here, and let's do some writing, because the proof's in the pudding, right in the heart of this fountain pen, like I've always said. You can have the most beautifulest fountain pen in the world, but if that heart is not functioning properly, you're going to be one unhappy camper. So, let's go ahead and ink up the blue one with some Robert Oyster Morning Mist. Unscrew, cap, no problems in the screwing. Nice clip, and I was looking for my eyes, which I never have them available. It does have the name Asvine on the band, right at, well, at the bottom of the cap, Asvine right there. Nothing on the back. Does it post? Well, let's see. I have small hands. It works fine. And it really doesn't post. So, we'll try something else just to show you, because I'm sure I'm going to have questions about it. Screw it on, Larry. Well, it doesn't do that either. So it doesn't post. So let's forget about posting. Get that out of your head. Blah, blah. It's gone. Okay. As we go down the pen, there's really not a step off there. It kind of all kind of fits together really nicely. And then you have a chrome grip section. Not a large one, not a small one. I think it's just right. I hold my pen right about here. Sometimes I hold it right about here. Not a problem. I don't mind these kind of grips. I've never had a problem with them. Some people just can't deal with them because they sweat too much in their fingers and they say it slides down. Okay, that could happen. And then there's the nib. Can we get a nice close-up? It has the name Asvine on it, and it's got the M, looks like, on there. So it does have the M for medium and the name of the pen. And the green one is the fine. Beautiful nibs. So we're going to ink them up for the third time now. Not one, not twice, but the third time. Piston filler. Okay, so you're not going to get any cartridges or nothing like that. You don't need it. It's a piston filler. Right. That's all you're going to need. Twist it open and pull it. That's the easy part, right? Then you just put it in here and you push down. And I don't need a whole lot of ink because I've been writing with this baby for a while. And I have more than enough in here, I think, to do the job. Because I rotate my pens, okay? And now we're going to fill the other one with ink. And I'm going to use Fountain Pen Revolution, the green with Envy ink. Again, twist it. It's a piston filler. Very easy. No problem. Look at that. Up, down, not a problem whatsoever. Great suction on it. And that's enough ink. So again, when you're twisting this piston filler, once it's twisted and closed, quit trying to force it. It's done. Or even when you're opening up the piston. Once it's open, quit forcing it. Like any piston, you can damage it somehow. So it doesn't take a lot of pressure. These pens are ready to go. Well, you know what? I guess real quick, I'll just go ahead and give you the weight with the ink on it since I have the pen out. With a little ink I put in there, 53.6 G's. And I guess we can do that, can't we, Mr. Announcer? We can give them a quick little measurement, because I know I'm going to have somebody ask, and you know me, bad. Okay. 5.50 inches. The cap's going to be 2.55 inches. From the bottom of the barrel to the tip of the nib. .14 inches. And while we're at it, we might as well do this. The girthiest part, 5.7, 5. I'm getting about 0.5.9 right in that section. Point zero. About 5.0 for the widest section of the barrel as well. Very nice, very nicely made. Love the pen. Beautiful fountain pen. I can't say enough. Avius, give yourself a pat on the back. Ma'am, y'all did a great job. Tell the family, you guys did an amazing job. Congratulations. You folks listen to the people, what they were telling you and what you needed to hear to put out a brilliant, awesome, stunning, beautiful fountain pen. A pen where you lost money, yes, because you might as well give it away free for the price you sold it for on all the hard work that went into create such a perfectionist of a pen. But hopefully this will pay off and people are going to know that you put out quality made fountain pens. So when they see a price of a pen, $100 or whatever you're going to sell it, they're going to know, hey, that's Avius pen, so those folks make some great pens, right? Right. And these are some great pens. So I'm going to use some Tomo River paper and we're going to get started here. And let's go ahead and do the medium nib first. Okay. Here we go. Really nice. Really nice pen. Excuse me, I'm just getting the box over here. And the model is the V169er. Check for wetness. You know it's got it. Look at that. Smooth nib, wet nib, beautiful nib. Love it. Grading flow, no problems, no skips, no problems whatsoever with the nib, none. Reverse writing. And you can get a different line variation, okay? And I'm going to save this a downstroke and a cross stroke. All right, so now we're going to use the Fountain Pen Revolution ink called Green Envy with our fine nib. Isn't that a pretty ink? It really is a nice ink. Okay. Okay. Check for wetness on this fine nib. Beautiful. And, you know, I'm not big into fine nibs, extra fine nibs, unless they're smooth, which this is. Unless they're wet, as this one is, which it is. Very nice. Downstroke, cross stroke. We're going to do it again, downstroke. The fine nib, now we're going to come back with a medium nib. And you can see there is a different line variation totally, okay? So there you have it. I don't think there's anything else I need to add about this pen. I think I gave you enough information about this pen. You've heard it all over the place. And again, you know, I do have from time to time some people that I know now that we have a good working relationship together. They know me, I know them. And they fill me in with pens from time to time. Sometimes I buy them. So I want to thank all those people out there that have supported me through the years. And again, to the family, I want to congratulate you personally. I really do. You made a magnificent fountain pen. I know you lost big money on this, but I believe you did the right thing. I think you prove to the people all over the world that your family has a name and reputation of a quality fountain pen they put out because they take pride in what you do. So you guys take pride in making these fountain pens, and it shows. I wish you nothing but the best in the future to come. And I hope your pens are all like this and fly off the walls fast. Again, thank you from the heart for putting out a quality, beautiful fountain pen. And yes, you went through thousands of pens, like you said, to come out with the right one for the people. Folks, that's going to wrap it up today. Thank you for joining me on Larry's Fountain Pen Review. I hope you enjoyed it today. I hope I didn't bore you. Like I said, that's all over the place. A lot of peace and love. Be kind to a stranger. And as always, don't text and drive. We're out of here.